It's been a while since any update in TDS, and finally comes the Frost Invasion event. I'm like a week late in making this video, but after some bugs and a delay, it's finally here, one day over schedule. Now let's get to the point. The Frost Invasion is hard. Everyone wants the Sledger, cause it's OP. Okay, I might make a video about that later. Back to the point. This event can really push people to the limit, even experienced players. Luckily, I've got some tips to make your life in the event easier, and hopefully use them to your advantage to beat that Frost Spirit. So without further ado, let's go. 10 tips to win the TDS Frost Invasion event. 1. Know the map. This is the first TDS map to have 4 lanes and the map with the most lanes at the time this video is released. The 4 lanes split off into 2 pairs of lanes that go either way, only to merge again later in the map. This also means the amount of enemies are multiplied by 4. There are some important areas of interest in the map to place your towers, like these 2 islands, here and here. They cover the most amount of path area. This is why most players during the event like to focus their towers at the back, where the islands are located rather than the front. Tip 2. Early game. The first few waves of the game can clearly determine if you're gonna die or live. Immediately, one person should place pyromancers here and here. It won't kill every enemy on the path, but if everyone skips the wave immediately, other players will have enough money to place a minigunner, preferably here, in order to kill the remaining enemies before they reach the end, and you could go on from there. 3. Minigunners, turrets, and accelerators. If you want to use a high fire rate tower, I suggest using either minigunners, turrets, or accelerators. While accelerators and turrets are pretty expensive at first, the minigunner is a lifesaver for me and most players, preventing certain death. This can be your main tower of choice for the event, but take a note that it's not gonna win you the game if you don't use other high DPS towers too. Also, if you have golden skins, use them. 4. Pursuits. My absolute go-to for this event is the Pursuit Tower. It's something that I usually just like, but you could try it too. It just really makes a big difference in the game, and it also covers a ton of area. I literally don't see why not to use it. Although this tower does require level 100 or 1,500 Robux to acquire. 5. Support Towers. Support towers like the Commander and the DJ can also be the difference between life and death. The best spots to place DJs and Commanders are here and here. They cover most of the important spaces where the towers will be placed in the playing zone and cover the most towers when the Call of Arms chain is used, which I will be talking about later. DJs will reduce the price of upgrade for towers within its vicinity, along with increase the range, and the Commander will increase the fire rate. Number 6. Cliff spaces. Cliff areas overlook literally almost the entire map. Placing rangers on them while conserving space really makes a difference. Also, you're gonna need them late game, because in the late game there will be flying angels that cannot be hit unless it's a sniper or a flying thing. 7. Mid game. Spam your main battle towers, that is, minigunners, turrets, or accelerators, or pursuits, that's what I would say, in a space conservative way on the islands situated around the map. For example, this island could fit 3 towers vertically, and this island can fit 2 towers horizontally. Don't worry about money at this time. You will have plenty to completely upgrade literally every tower operating the field. 8. Call of Arms. The Call of Arms ability on a commander will boost the fire rate of the surrounding towers in its range by 50%. If you put 3 commanders together and activate the Call of Arms ability on one commander after another in a singular loop, the Call of Arms ability will be activated all the time. This is called Call of Arms chaining for those who don't know. 9. Late game. Sell any pyromancers, sledgers, or gladiators you have. While these towers are useful in the early and mid game, this will make space for higher DPS towers that you can place. And lastly, 10. The final wave. Move your towers from the back to the front and upgrade them to max level. Always remember to Call of Arms chain, since the Frost Spirit or the boss has 1 million health, way more than any other enemy in TDS. Make sure your high fire rate towers are moved to the front in order to deal the most damage. This is because if there is no damage done at the front of the map to your boss, once it gets to the back where all the towers are focused, it's probably too late. Once the boss moves out of the range of your towers, sell them and reposition them in a space where they can hit them again. And remember, always use Call of Arms chain. here's some kind of benchmark that I use. Normally when the Frost Spirit is approximately halfway towards the map and it has more than 600k health, I see very little chance of surviving. Or at least you're gonna survive with the Frost Spirit very close to the end. Okay, alright. Let me make things clear that this video is not a strategy video or anything like that. Well, something like that. But the Frost Invasion doesn't need such sophisticated strategies. If you know what you are doing and follow these tips, you will know that what towers are effective, what abilities to use, and where to place them. If your team is cooperative, you will be able to win the event easily. It's not as hard as you think if you put your mind to it. Speaking about cooperation, if your teammates also know these tips, it is better for everyone. So it'd be nice to like this video so more people can see it, and consider subscribing if you're new. Because apparently no one subscribes to me. Okay, so if you excuse me, I've got a situation to get out of. Where's the pyromancer when you need it most?